Howdy folks, Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore, and it is day 13 of the July Carnivore Challenge here on the hardcore summer. All right, let's head into those daily videos and see just how things went here on Big Anklevich on Health. Okay, so how did day 13 go? Well, to start with, yesterday I did 14,949, which once again, I see a number like that and I think, why didn't I just do those extra 50 steps? But it doesn't matter, because yesterday I forgot my phone at home. And so I was walking around while we were out shopping and I didn't get any of those marked. So I probably really got like 18,000 or 17,000 steps yesterday. But that's fine. This morning I got out there and I got more steps. I was walking, doing my thing. And yeah, I did all right. I probably should have walked more, but I did enough. I definitely got my 10,000. We'll see exactly what it turns out to tomorrow. But yeah, what else did I do? Well, when I was done with my walk, I broke my fast. I think it was 44 hours that I made it to. I was thinking of doing a 72-hour fast this weekend, but I did not do it. Maybe I'll do it next weekend. We'll see. I'm really thinking about it. I broke my fast having hamburgers. We had some frozen hamburgers in the freezer, and I didn't have anything thawed to have. So I threw those into the air fryer. And I cooked those up. There were 4 hamburgers. They were each a quarter pound. So that's a pound of beef. Not very good. I don't know what it is about the frozen pre-formed hamburgers, but they just don't taste as good as taking just ground beef and cooking it. I don't know what it is. The beef just doesn't taste as good. Maybe it's the freezing that does it. I don't know. But it was just not as good. So that's what I did for my next meal. Later, I had ground beef instead. That was my food for the day, and doing good, feeling good. Probably could have done better, but you know. Anyways, that was my day. Let's see what Marshall was up to.
Hey everybody, Marshal Latham here, talking about day number 13 of July in the hardcore summer. Sundays are always tough for me to eat a lot, because I typically don't eat breakfast. I typically don't eat anything until after 1 o'clock. And that's just mainly due to the church schedule. I have a lot of responsibilities on Sunday and stuff like that. So I'm usually up in the morning, getting ready, going to church early, and then staying late after services and things like that. And so I usually don't eat until, like I said, after 1 o'clock. And unless I just, eat a ton for the rest of the day, it's hard for me to catch up. So I only had about 2,500 calories, a little bit over that, but, okay, let's be generous and say I had 2,600 calories. That's not where I should be eating according to my TDEE. So I failed once again to get up there, but at least I am keeping track and I am aware of what I'm doing. I'm not just, spitballing it. This week, like I said in my last video, I plan on focusing on walking every day and, in getting my food in there. So that's my plan, and that's what I'm going to do this coming week. I did not exercise on Sunday, but I will, like I said, be doing that throughout this week, at least for every work day. So that's my plan. And yeah, I'm getting the hang of this. I think I'm doing well physically. I feel better than I have been. I mean, I've gradually felt better as I've lost weight and stuff like that, but it's beginning to get to that point where it's paying off, where I feel better, so I eat better to make me feel even better. It's kind of a perpetual thing once you start getting into that groove. And I think I'm finally starting to get into that groove. And then it becomes easier and easier at that point. So here I am, and I'll talk to you next. How about this? I'll just let you know what's going on tomorrow. How about that?
All right, Marshall, thank you very much. Yeah, definitely that is the way of things on Carnivore. You know, just general eating better in general. You know, you start to feel better. It's hard to begin with because everybody's addicted, and you know, there's just everything screaming within you saying, "Eat more sugar! Come on, we're dying here." But once you are able to stick with it long enough to get past it, it becomes, I think the term you were reaching for is a virtuous circle, which I think is something people came up to. You know, it's not a real phrase, but vicious circle or vicious cycle is the phrase that is the, you know, original. And they're just like, this is a good version of that. You know, normally a vicious cycle is something that, you know, the bad thing causes another bad thing, which causes another bad thing, and etc. And it just keeps compounding and never stops. And this is the opposite. It's the virtuous cycle, virtuous circle. Circle. I think it's circle, not cycle. Anyways, you know, it's the thing that just, it compounds. You know, once you start to feel better, then you want to do better. And then you do better and makes you feel better. And you want to do even more better. And it'll go beyond even just, you know, eating better and beyond exercising and even on into, you know, I find that every time that I start getting really good with Carnivore, I'll get more productive in other areas of my life. I'll start writing more and doing things like that, just stuff that, you know, often I'll let slide, but then if I start feeling good and doing better, then I want to be better. And that's one of the great things, one of the great side effects. And there's so many great side effects from Carnivore, but that is one of them. The better you feel, the better you want to be, and the better you be, the better you feel, etc., 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 on down the line. So it's worth it. Give it a shot, push through, do the 30-day challenge. And once you get there, you'll start feeling like even want to do it more. And the more you do it, the better you'll get. It's awesome. So give it a shot. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Big Yankovic on health.